Hello everyone. Hi. My name is Radhika, and today we have Kavita Kapoor Khalsa. She is an Access Consciousness certified facilitator, and we all love hearing you, Kavita. And today we're gonna talk about actions for future. So over to you.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Shweta Deo, who is in Navi Mumbai, and to get this organized because we discussed to create something different and something for people around there. So thank you so much. And actions for future, what got us to bring, we discussed a lot of topics, and I was like 30th, this year is coming to an end. It's a new year, which is going to be coming up. So it's future. We wonder how future is going to be. And the whole thing is about taking action, right? And that's where we are stuck somewhere because we don't know what actions to take. So where is it that should I start? Because when I talk, then I don't stop. You need to stop me and you need to write a question and then I will start addressing. And that is how it is. Because you said you love to hear me and I would say I love to talk. What a fit. What a think. So any of you out here who are in a stuck scenario where you say, I can't choose? Anybody there? I can't choose. I don't know what to choose.
Yeah, me, Shreya.
Ah, lovely, beautiful. You're not alone. Don't worry. So, so it's about the minute you say I can't choose or I can't, when the minute that you start telling yourself or something in your head is ringing and it says I can't, or I have, I can't have this, I can't do this, I can't. Basically, it's all the I can't. That is just an invention. We are so good at inventing our lives, aren't we? But we're not inventing in the way that we would really like it to be. So if you're in resistance, you're in reaction, you feel confused, you feel overwhelmed with something, you're unable to make a choice, you just all you need in that moment is, could I have some more information, please? Right? And that's all. You're living in a universe where it's like a wish granting thing. मांगो मिलेगा, पर हम मांगते ही नहीं है क्योंकि अगर मिल गया तो क्या होगा? Because then we get afraid. कि मिल गया, वो मांगा था तो हमारी पूरी खोज खत्म हो जाएगी, right? And then there will be nothing to live for. So let me continue with our reality the way it is, so that we can prove how much of a suffering we are creating in our reality. So when you say I need more information, you only need to ask a question. Now, for those, I am assuming you guys are known to access and you आपको access के बारे में मालूम है, नहीं मालूम है तो एक basic information आपको देते हैं कि access is wait, I think we all know what access is, don't we? As a child, we came here onto the planet and we were doing what we were doing. बिना किसी के कहे हमें मालूम था. That space when a child says, मुझे पता है. And you as a parent say, नहीं पता है, तुमने कहाँ देखा? And then the child says, नहीं मुझे मालूम है. Right? वो बच्चा कहाँ खो गया जो बड़ा हो गया? And then you've lost that thing in you to say, I know. That access consciousness is I know. And we just want to empower you to know that you know. That is access. So, well, that was my version of access. Access consciousness is, you have bars and you have the foundation class, you have a lot of other classes like body class, Dr. D, a lot of stuff which is there, which enhances your knowing. It enhances the way you be in this reality so that you can start living a different reality. It starts with the 32 points on the head, which start to unlock all the polarities and all the stuck realities that you're living in, so that you can go beyond that and create a different reality. अब वो आप बोलोगे ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है? जिन्होंने बाज रन करें, please go get your bars run and you will know कैसे हो सकता है. So if you need more information, I can give you. Hi Girji Jaj, how are you? Looking so amazing.
Thanks, Kavita.
Missed your laughter. Yeah. ऐसी childlike innocent हंसी जो है ना वो बहुत कम लोगों की होती है. So there, thank you. Of course, we have Umesh and a few more people. I can start naming them क्योंकि access consciousness में आने के बाद आप बहुत अच्छा खुल के हंसना शुरू करते हो. That is one byproduct of access. So getting back to the point, अगर आपको लगे कि आप बहुत ज़्यादा confused हो, you can't make a choice, you're in resistance, you get overwhelmed. Oh, okay. In that moment, just breathe and ask this question: what additional information do I need here to be clear about this? What's going on? Okay, हम कभी सवाल नहीं पूछते. Access is all about asking questions. Even if you don't do the processes or anything, you just ask a question. That is it. And question changes everything. And action. कोई मुझे बताएगा action क्या चीज होती है? Don't tell me karma. Okay. कर्मा में फंस जाते फिर हम. What is action as per you? कोई है जो बताएगा action क्या होता है? Anybody? You can't do it wrong. Action का क्या मतलब है?
Action is movement.
Yeah, action is movement. Okay. And what is reaction as for you? वापस से एक action करना है सिर्फ reaction. वापस एक movement करना. Okay. So, and everywhere you heard, every action has equal and opposite reaction. Thank you, Newton. And okay, can we just now pod and pog that? So okay, so action and reaction is, if I talk about it, action is a possibility, action is a choice, action is something that you can when you go into this thing, what can I be? Okay, what can I do that could change this? That energy, that is what action is. How can I get around this? What would be a different choice? Now you're in a process of asking a question, and that creates action. What is reaction? Reaction is based on I'm right and you're wrong. How dare you say this? Okay. It brings in a lot of wrongness. A lot of judgment is associated with reaction. It's a limitation, and it is result oriented because I want a result. That's why I'm throwing my reaction theory to aise kaise, How dare you? Okay. Now that where I'm coming from is, if you could just simply be in a question and ask this. Action is always a question. It's always a question is an action. So remember that question is an action, and action is a question. And a choice is when you make a choice. Okay, I'm doing this now. Okay, that becomes an action. So what action could I take to go beyond this with total ease? Because we need to go into a future where we don't know how it looks like, but we can tap into the energy of that future that we desire to create. Okay, the very fact that you're on this call indeed tells us that हमें एक future चाहिए जो कि थोड़ा अलग हो, जो currently यहाँ पे चल रहा है. We're not very happy with what's going on, and maybe we are happy, but what else is possible? Yes, Radhika.
So when you are talking about future, sometimes the future is scary. Sometimes we are not willing to see, and we are stuck with present also. In that case, how do we go about?
So everywhere you have defined, first of all, or concluded that future is scary. Something which is unknown is being associated as scary. What if unknown could be pleasure? Known to वैसे ही दर्द दे रहा है तुमको चोटें लग रही हैं, you're suffering, you're in that space, and it's not fun. You know this present, and you're stuck here because we are so addicted to being miserable, right? Happiness तो आती जाती रहती है. हाँ, मौसी है, मेरी मौसी कभी आती है, मिलके चली जाती है. That kind of thing. Oh, but sadness and pain and anxiety and all those lovely emotions that we have, they are more real because they stay for a little longer time, don't they? That's what I meant by saying that when you're stuck in the present, from this present space where you're already feeling miserable, what is it that you can see in the future? More fear, more scare, more being afraid of the unknown. Agar aisa ho gaya to, agar waisa ho gaya to. Where is the fucking question? We're not asking a question here. We're just concluding and we're concluding on a projection which is not even real. Or we're concluding an expectation which we know may or may not happen, hence we are afraid. For example, you go to a guy and say, would you like to date me? You are afraid to ask that guy because you are afraid to get rejected. And rejected is a point of view that we reject ourselves. It's not about he saying no. It should not matter whether he says yes or no. Just go and ask and see what shows up. But we don't want to do that. Like as a child, agar bachche ko bolte, beta ye uncle ko diya na. He's just not with any sense. He will just go and say, ye uncle, ye aapko diya hai. That's what a child does. We will have 10 judgments of the other person. Oh, I'm a woman. if I go and उसने मान लिया, फिर आगे तो हमारे बच्चे पैदा हो जाते हैं यहीं पे. We've not even gone and asked him, please, would you like to come and would you like to date? We would have, I would like it, and if it doesn't happen or this that, and our brain goes into a paralysis kind of a thing. It's like paralysis with analysis, too much of analysis. So what do you love about your analysis, which you've already concluded is not fun? Okay, so everything that is, can you destroy and uncreate? This is again a part of access. We destroy and uncreate a lot of things so that we can create more space. So if you just simply ask, what action could I take to go beyond this with total ease, wherever you are stuck, फंसे तो हुए हो, you also know that, right? उसके आगे जाना है. चाहे वो पैसे के इश्यू में हो, चाहे वो रिलेशनशिप के इश्यू में हो, चाहे वो हेल्थ इश्यूज में हो. Okay, what action could I take that would get me to go beyond this with total ease? You're stuck with some disease or disorder or pain in your body. You just want to go beyond that, don't you? So another thing that you can ask, okay, there's a clearing that comes along with it. What is the action that you refuse to be, that if you would be it, would lead you to the creation of a different reality with total ease? Everything that does not allow that with total ease for you, can you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys and beyond. This is a clearing statement. Even those people who don't know access and they just kind of get into the clearing statement clears a lot of shit in their lives. So the point is, you have to ask a question, am I functioning from action or am I functioning from reaction? We don't ask that, okay? Half the time we are just reacting because we have not taken an action that is supposed to be or meant to be. So if you fail in an exam, you are reacting by crying and then howling or just throwing up tantrums, aise kaise ho gaya? But the action that was to be taken was not there. That was to pick up your book and start studying and like, padhai kaun karega? That kind of thing. So you already concluded that this is how it's going to be. If you're stuck, this is a fantastic way of getting out of your stuckness, just by asking, what else is possible? What could I do now? How could I change this? Okay, and so what secret agendas do you have for not taking your action? So suppose you have a target, because I know somebody, I know she's there on the call, but you have a target to achieve. So what actions do I need to take now to get there, whatever your target is? And what have you defined as your target that you have already concluded that you can't achieve? Everything that is, can you destroy and uncreate now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys and beyonds. So what are you functioning from? If you could just simply ask that question, it'll be easy. And what kind of future are you looking for? And what can you do or be today to create a future that you know is possible right away? You don't get to see the future. Okay, some people who say, I'm clairvoyant. Okay, clairvoyant, lovely people. I mean, I have nothing against being clairvoyant. But what does clairvoyant show? That you have a limited idea of that future that you've seen and you don't really know how you're going to get there. But, this is all you can see. But when you say, I have an awareness or I have an energy to that, you can create something even greater than what you've seen as a limited visual. So we're not visualizing, we're not imagining, we're not concluding that this is it, isse aage bhi nahi ja sakta hai. Coming to think of it, if you've been to any astrologer, okay, or somebody whose prediction is there. Yeah, we got to be safe, right? Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm here. Who is that? Who is talking? Okay, cool. So if you are there, if you, an astrologer ने आपके जो ग्रह है उसको डब्बों में बांध के दे दिया आपको कि ये नहीं हो सकता, ये हो सकता है. Okay, now you're stuck because that as an answer is not an answer, is not making you feel happy. What is it that you're not taking as an action for your happiness that you know is true for you? You don't want to be in a marriage? What are the actions that you need to take? You want this marriage to work, then what are the actions you want to take? It's all about you taking the action, not waiting. Waiting is no action. There is no action in waiting. You are not creating when you are waiting. Let me tell you that. So where is it that you've been waiting all your life, thinking कि अगर इतने पैसे होंगे तब मैं वो जाके करूँगा या करूँगी? You've not asked the question also, right? That would you, how, if I choose to do a foundation class, मुझे क्या करना होगा, for example? You've already concluded and jumped ahead and said, no, ये तो पैसे ज़्यादा है, मैं नहीं कर सकती हूँ, ये हो ही नहीं सकता है. Wow, interesting point of view. You have this point of view. Where is it that you're unwilling to ask a question and have ease with your reality? So wrongness, and everywhere you have decided that you see. मैं अपनी अगर बात करूं, I was there where you guys or some of you guys are. That oh, foundation इतना महंगा, but it wasn't about. It was about money. Yes, I did make it about money when I started my journey. बट एट द सेम टाइम मुझे खुद पे भरोसा नहीं था कि ये वाली पढ़ाई करके मैंने कुछ यूज ही कर लेना है, बिकॉज यू नो हम कपड़े बहुत सारे खरीदते हैं, फिर वो घर में पड़े रहते हैं, फिर हम उसको आगे पास ऑन करते हैं, फिर बड़ा दुख होता है यार पहन लिया होता है एक बारी पर मन भी नहीं कर रहा है. सो आर यू गोना बी यूजिंग इट और नॉट इज द होल थिंग. So you don't want to invest in something you are not sure whether you're going to use it or not. So what actions could I take here? Am I going to be using the information that I'm going to get with access classes? A lot of people have an awareness that if they're going to do access, they may just walk out of their marriage. Then they get somebody to blame. That is access. Access की वजह से मेरा घर टूटा. No, but that's not true. That's not real, right? It's never access. You got access to yourself and you realize that bloody hell, I wasn't valuing myself all this while. And now I get to value. First time somebody told me you are the most valuable person in your life. But you didn't want to believe it uske pehle. Now you got the tools, now you got the processes, now you became more practical. At the same time, you don't have to break the marriage if you want to be in a marriage. And want here, I'm using deliberately. I'm saying, what if you truly desire being in that marriage? And even if it's painful, but that will be out of choice, not out of compulsion, not out of obsessive compulsive disorders that we carry, which is a distractor implant anyway. You're making a choice that yes, ये pain है, लेकिन मुझे यहाँ रहना है. Like a lot of people go to gym, दर्द होता है, right? But they choose to be there because they enjoy that pain. What if you didn't have to make yourself right or wrong about it? So what invitation are you using to create the thoughts, feelings, emotions, and upset are you choosing with your life? Overall, we ain't happy with the life that we have, are we? Some of us are, or maybe we're getting there. A lot of us are not. And you know, when you literally, I have had people saying, ये ना कोई झूठी फेक लग रहा है, ये इतना हंसी इतना खुशी हो नहीं सकती है, right? And I'm like, wow, nice judgment, because that's how they are. क्योंकि हम झूठा मोटा हंसी तो बहुत हंसते हैं ना. अभी मैंने बोलना है फोटो एंड सबकी स्माइल ऐसे आ जाएगी, ओके, एक सेकंड में. But all those smiling faces are not really smiling faces, because we know it on Facebook how many people really smile, right? Genuinely. Okay, everything that is semi-important form. So yeah, so use this particular clearing statement that I just gave, all these thought, feeling, emotions, upsets that you're choosing, to find out who you are beyond those thoughts, feeling, emotions. We haven't really gotten there. Do you even know who you are? What kind of a gift you are? How magical you are? Well, it took me 40 years to recognize this. I'm saying you have a choice. You can come before that. And why I say 40 years? Because I'm now 41. Because 40 tak to meko fir bhi I was kind of getting there. But now I feel, yes, I kind of nailed it. I kind of get it. That, okay, I am way beyond the thoughts, feeling, emotions, conclusions, judgments, points of view, consideration that people have. And it's fun to be who I am. What if you could recognize you're different like a snake wouldn't say that, tortoise is better than me. No, it wouldn't. But we do. What if that parameter has to be broken so that you never compare yourself with anybody? We never compare ourselves with the money flows that we have. The minute you judge your own money flow, suppose आपने एक महीने में बहुत अच्छा कमा लिया, and if you're doing your own business, ask a question, okay, what can I do to go beyond this? हमारे को हैरानगी हो जाती है, ओ बेटे ये महीने मैंने इतना कमा लिया, and cut. And then you say लोगों की नजर लग गई. No, तुम्हारी लग गई होगी. I mean, get to that. If you have a point of view about nazar, you will block it and you will not go beyond that, because that's your threshold. It's a beyond. So clear, if you've done bars class, beyond को clear करें उस समय that मैंने अपने money flow को judge कर लिया है, that I can't go beyond that. अरे 3 classes हो गई, next month कुछ भी नहीं. Now you're like asking a facilitator what to do. आगे नहीं बढ़ रही कहानी, you know. So wherever you judge yourself for the money flows also, can you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, bunion. Money also is a thing. It's an energy. If you're looking outside of you, you're not going to get it. It's going to be difficult to make it. Again, I will say it took me 37 years to get there. Because, after that, it was ease with money. And it's a lot of ease with money. And everywhere you're making this ease with money. Disease. We get diseases in the body because we have money or we don't have money. Either we have too much money, then also we create disease. And when we don't have money, then so definitely we create diseases, whatever that is for you. Okay, can you pardon for that? So what are you not willing to be that you're hiding underneath your guilt, shame, anger, regret, all those heavy emotions? If you chose to be all of that, so then what else is possible? I wonder. We hide behind our emotions. We don't want to be seen. Yes, Radhika.
So sometimes when we have to take action, we have to be all alone and do it by ourselves, and that freezes up. And
So every lifetime that you've been alone and you've frozen up because you were just alone, you probably thought, let me go climb the Mount Everest, and you froze up because akele chadna can destroy and uncreate all of that. Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, light, boys me on. Even if you go in a camp, चढ़ना तो फिर भी अकेले ही पड़ेगा. Mount Everest में कोई बंदा ये नहीं कहेगा, आजा मैं ऊपर ले जाता हूँ. There's no lift over there, by the way. So everywhere you're making your life a Mount Everest that you can't climb alone. Can you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shows, boys me on. So अकेले होने में यहाँ कितने लोग हैं जिनको लगता है कि हाय फट जाएगी. I was on the cliff, okay, when I was going through a divorce, and I was like, my brother gave me a choice. Okay, this guy is ये कर रहा है infidelity. अब क्या करना है? He's with someone else. अब what is your choice? My legs were wobbly. Okay, literally I could feel it in my legs. My knees were like going like this. And ऊपर से मैंने बोला फिर नहीं रहना मेरे को इसमें. Right now that is how I communicated. हिम्मत लगी उसको बोलने के लिए. But harsh, when I just said it, I was relaxed. I said, okay, fine, देख लेंगे आगे, फोड़ लेंगे क्या करना है. But where is it that you are not willing to trust you? कि देख लेंगे, फोड़ लेंगे. I know I can, and I will. Whatever will show up, wherever you think that universe is not having your back, and you destroy and uncreate it now. Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, बदले. अकेले कहाँ हो यार? तुम भारत में हो वैसे. I mean, I don't see anyone from foreign joining this call. India में तुम कह रहे हो तुम अकेले हो. How is that possible? हमारे से
we have
ज़्यादा
one
तुम्हारी.
person from somewhere.
We do? Okay, so I'll talk in English then. So we have the entire universe with us. Unless you don't want to see, look around, you have so many people. You have more entities also who can contribute to you if you wish to receive from them. And then you say, Akela, really? Are you alone? You can never be alone. And okay, just ask yourself a question. Will an infinite being ever be alone? Impossible. You're talking the impossible. Just that nobody ever told you. You're physically, okay, physical body wise, you'll be alone maybe, but you can have 10 people if you like. I mean, despite the curfew, we're going to have a party, aren't we? So it doesn't really matter. How many limitations can people enforce? And how much are you giving into those limitations? And everywhere you're resisting you, and everywhere you're not acknowledging happiness is just a choice. What if you can demand that of yourself? By committing to yourself, we are not willing to commit. We are not willing to take responsibility of our own lives. I took 35 years now. See, I have this like mapped up, okay, मैंने कब क्या चीज किया. So 35 years it took me to take responsibility of me. That too because I got into Access at 33 or 32. And then I realized, ये साला ये तो कह रहे तुम creator हो. Shit, I didn't create the ugly thing. My life, ugly, bad, no. I did not. Others did it to me. I'm the effect of it. And I loved my victim mode for 2 years. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I loved crying. Oh, at the drop of a hat, I could cry. And I loved it. Till I realized, abhi thak gaye, bore ho gaya abhi. रो के भी bore हो गया. आपको कब bore होगा? You tell me. Then you walk into Access and come for our classes. It's so much fun. You will not want to cry after that. Seriously. So no matter what your past was, no matter who or what you decided you are, you will let this go now. Okay? And open the door to more of you, to the happiness you truly be. And everywhere you're not willing to have that ease, joy, glory with happiness, can you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, good, wrong. And what if you define is happiness? Big cars, big bangla, big gadi, big bache, और नहीं, बिग बच्चे नहीं, बच्चे पहले छोटे पैदा होते फिर बड़े होते. Okay, but Charles, what is it that you've decided is happiness? Or people, you can control people. Aja ab teri to khair nahi, you know, that kind of thing. I want to control somebody. What is happiness? And don't give me moral science answers. If that is it, if big cars, big gaadi and also, then what actions are you supposed to take? What actions could you take to create that? So in that space, I also had an awareness that, you know, I would love to have a big house. Okay, I would love to have a big house. When it comes to a big house, safai kaun karega, chodo itna kaam nahi karna mujhe. You know, the very next thought comes, and then you pot and pocket in your head only. That no, it's okay, it's okay. We're happy where we are, you know, close, we are, you know, kamre paas hai, warmth hai, kitna, we are happy. But otherwise, deep down, you would like to have a big bungalow. You would like to have big fancy cars and all. And there's nothing wrong in it. So everywhere you're making yourself wrong for having or not having it. Can you destroy and create that? Right, wrong, good, bad, proper, client, short, boys. So whenever something comes up in your life that's not light, okay, choose again. You have a choice. Choose again, just choose again. And then just redirect the entire thing to a new reality. And everywhere you were told that आप वापस choice नहीं कर सकते हो, sorry, you know, destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, proper, client, short, boys. See, that happens in school, okay? आपने commerce ले लिया तो अब आप arts नहीं ले सकते हो या science नहीं ले सकते हो. That okay, we're tutored very early in our lives that we don't have a choice. या तो ये लेना या वो लेना है. Okay? How many of us after 12th are doing what we studied in 11th and 12th? Very few.
ले तो सकते हो, but only we are scared कि हमारा एक साल बर्बाद हो जाएगा.
ये what if it's not बर्बाद, and what if you realize कि okay, I did not enjoy that, could I do this? अभी नहीं बर्बाद कर रहे इतने टाइम बाद बैठे.
Exactly, वो तब एक साल इतना बड़ा बना दिया जाता है. अभी 1 year in life is nothing.
Exactly, it's really nothing. A lot of people, when we meet them and we see कि क्या करे जो यार एक साल ड्रॉप ले लिया इस बंदे ने क्योंकि इसको ये होती है बात डेडिकेशन. फिर एक साल बाद भी वो नहीं जाता है IIT में. फिर एक साल और नहीं, सीए कर रहा है, ये 15 साल लग गए उसको सीए करने में. ओके, बट सीए बन के रहा. So now my point is that a waste of time? Is it something that you think that you would like to do it that way? And कुछ लोग जल्दी आगे जाते हैं, कुछ लोग नहीं जाते हैं. जल्दी किस बात की है? What if जाना भी कहीं नहीं है? Is my question to you. What if you did not have to go anywhere? Then is there any rush? Are you going to judge how old are you? No, I don't think so. What if time and money were not the issue? What are you going to choose? Ask yourself that question. And put happiness in your personal GPS system. You know, Google can fail, and wherever you decided that you are Google, and you will fail too. You need to try and uncreate the right, wrong, good, bad, proper, client, but no, you don't think Google can fail, right? Try the map sometimes and go to the interiors, and you'll be like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, GPS system is that. So where is it that you don't want to be that aware? इतनी awareness आ जाएगी तो अपन पागल ही हो जाएंगे, अपने को नहीं चाहिए. That you can't, you don't want, you want to ask people, अब मैं क्या करूँ, कहाँ जाऊँ? And you have made them the GPS system. Imagine asking 10 people and then come to welcome to Gujarat. Somebody will say, yahin se, Baju mein hai. And that Baju is actually 30 kilometers, right? You know, it's like there. So yeah, every Baju is very different for different people. And everywhere you have decided that you can't laugh also. Can you destroy and uncreate now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shad, bad. So where have you learned? We've learned too early actually to fix problems and solve and deal with problems. So how many of you like dealing with problems so that you become a problem solver and then you keep creating problems? How about asking a question, can I change this? Why do you have to fix that is not fixable? You want to fix somebody, okay? Try fixing a guy. You can't. And ask a guy, can you fix a wife? Oh my God. They'll be like, nahi, BB jokes bahut ho gaye hai. Ho nahi payega. Yeah, so I mean, why would you want to fix something that is unfixable? Okay, just do something else. It's easier. It's so easy. Wasting your time doing one thing. Yahi karke dikhana. I'll prove it to my family. I'll prove it to the world. Yahi. Maine ye liya tha. Dekha. I have arrived. No. Prove karke dikhana hai ki marriage jo chal nahi rahi usko like karke dikhayenge hum. Nobody is giving you a gold medal. Sorry. you're not going to get a Nobel Peace Prize also for maintaining peace on this earth in your families also. So choose. If it's not working, don't choose. I mean, choose something else. Seriously, you have a choice, and you're not making a choice. What the, what fun? What for? Okay, what fun is that? So, because when you don't choose, and because you're trying to fix something which is unfixable, you lose yourself in the entire process, don't you? Okay, you turn off your awareness about what's possible, and you can't go beyond that, and that keeps the problem intact. You've decided ये नहीं, यही करके रहना है. Now you're, मेरे को मेरे parents को ठीक करना है, for example. How many of you think that there's a problem with your parents and you don't want to go there? Right, okay, I was one of them too, don't worry. Because you know what, I personally feel, we were, okay, I wouldn't call myself iPhone 13, but we are an upgraded version, and they're the obsolete version. Imagine an obsolete phone telling the new phone, मैं बताता हूँ कैसे चलना है. Just that उसने पहले बहुत दुनिया देखी उसके पहले की. But the new phone is a new phone, right? That's what today's generation is all about. They're telling us that, okay, go कुछ सीख के आओ तुम. Parenting different हो गई है अभी. And everywhere you're now willing to upgrade your life, upgrade yourself. Can you destroy and uncreate? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shut, and can you just, wherever you're stuck, okay, you're stuck there in a fixed reality, just simply ask what else is possible here? What else is possible here? What else is possible that I haven't considered or imagined? What is inconceivably possible here that, you don't want to conceive it also? Let's just go beyond that. And what else can I choose that keeps me moving forward? You want to move forward. You don't want to remain stuck, do you? Do you enjoy your stuck spaces? No fun? Okay, do what works for you. It's okay where you are. I'm not judging the point that you're stuck. Some people really enjoy the stuck areas in their lives, and that's okay. That doesn't make you right or wrong. But one, kripa karke apne aap ko, don't judge yourself with the other person who's really gone aage. Okay, they've gone ahead and you're there, but you love your stuck areas also. Enjoy it. You will choose when you get there, and that's okay. Right? So just simply ask, did that choice make your life bigger and better, or smaller or worse? Bigger, better, smaller, worse. And now you give yourself a comparative, or just choose what choice works for you. Bigger, better, smaller, worse. This choice, bigger, better, smaller, worse, whatever. And that gives you more ease of choosing. It's easy to choose. Unless you're making it difficult, that's another choice you can make. Or not choose at all, that's also a choice. That's okay. Because being happy is just a choice which is available to you. I'll reiterate my point. You can be happy any moment. So, for example, if you're not partying on 31st, and everywhere you have given it projections and expectations ki party to honi chahiye, varna birthday nahi hai, varna New Year nahi hai, and there's nobody to celebrate your New Year with, for example, and you're stuck at home. Or chalo, you may find people jinko COVID hi ho gaya hai, bilkul hi akele hai wo. Now that's called akela, Radhika. So that's staying in a room alone. That's akela. Okay, so then what else is possible? And what have I invited to remain stuck in this reality? What have I done to create this, and can I change it? If not, can I enjoy it? Again, choice. Because you are consciousness embodied. This is consciousness. You are in this body, you are consciousness. Okay? You are the vibration that is truly, that you are light, you are joyful, you are peaceful, you're a happy-go-lucky person. That's how you were born. That's how you were born. And now nobody tells us how we were, right? We only told, तुमने बड़ा दुखी किया था मुझे बड़े होते हुए. Nobody tells us, it was easy to bring you up. So where is it that you choose to remain stuck? Sorry, yeah.
Sometimes we have taken a decision. We have made a choice.
Decision. Wait,
sorry,
decision.
We have made a choice.
Okay. No. How convenient, no? Decision कर लिया वैसे. Okay, we'll name it choice. No. Decision is पत्थर की लकीर. It's solid. It's heavy.
I didn't get the appropriate word to use. Okay. That's why I used that.
Pass. Okay, give it to you.
I've made a choice for what I want, but putting it into action requires someone else's approval, or else you can say support or something like that.
Okay.
And due to that reason,
So wait.
it's not being.
Everywhere you've concluded that you require somebody else's support because you already have defined that how it has to be. Because then it is a decision, it is not a choice. Because the choice is, suppose you're talking about marriage, for example. Let's take marriage as a thing. You decide to be you choose to be in a marriage, and this guy is not doing anything. Okay, it's like it's like this. Okay, this guy, you choosing. Now my point is this creating a bigger, better future, or is this creating not such a great future, like worse future, or a light, heavy future? This guy is not non-existent. Now what are you going to choose? You have a choice. Choose again. So everywhere you've decided that only when somebody is there, that this person will then get me to this person, and I will be able to control and then get a choice realized. No. Pardon fuck that. It's an interesting point of view. You have to then ask what other choices are available to me. What am I not willing to look at that could change my reality for me, not for anyone else? I choose this for me. Choice is that quick. You can change your choices. Decisions are really not changed because they have a very solid energy to that.
What is that when we get so fixated to our choices? I don't know. Is choice the right word there? But
No, that's a decision. So, you have to then ask a question, what choices do I have here that I never had before? What choices? Because see, when you're fixated, that's, as you rightly said, fixated, or you're fixed, you're stuck. Now that is a heavy solid energy. Exactly. Now that is a decision. That is not a choice, because a choice has got a very light energy. ऐसे नहीं तो कैसे भी आ जाए, पर चाहिए. Now that I get. Okay, I would like to have it. Now, when you say ask and you shall receive, universe is watching, okay, and it's listening to you. Okay, so first you're saying, universe, could I have this, please? And then you leave it. You become constipated. नहीं, रोज उठ के हमने जाप करना है, ये तो चाहिए. And now you're not even able to pass your stools. ये तो चाहिए मेरे को. Now that constipated look. Imagine, जोर लगा रहे, नहीं आ रहा है. ऐसे ही चाहिए. और इसी टॉयलेट में चाहिए. No. It hasn't. It's so. What if you just ask and leave it and then move on, and then you're like, oh, you're here? Thank you for the parcel. This is what I had ordered. Thank you. Now, what if you did not have to get fixated with the results? You're so vested in the outcome that you can't see anything else, and that is where we are stuck. What if you could make a different choice and say, okay, I'll come back to you. First let me address this, or let me choose something else for the time being. That's so much of ease.
Yeah.
Kavita, I had a query. Can I just ask ahead?
Yes, please.
Yeah, hi, myself Priti here. See, in my life, I'm stuck at one point of view, and that is aspects regards to parenting. Okay? In my parenting stuff, see where I have stuck this, because एक particular pattern है mind में कि बच्चों की पढ़ाई, उनका career, उनका schedule, एक particular point of view से होना चाहिए. And what happens with me ना, when my child is trying to do something else and I'm not able to accept it, that creates a clashes between me and my child. I know that, I'm wrong at some point of time, but then I also realize, if I'm not telling him right away, you have to do this, then his future might get affected. So there is a lot of conflict which is happening between us. Like my son is very small. He's just a 7-year-old child. But I know that there are some things which are going on. There is a conflict.
I know he has to become an IAS person. How can he not start studying right now? 7 साल का बच्चा है. Time जा रहा है यार.
सब, ये मुझे समझ भी आ रहा है कि these are my point of views, but I don't know how I should go ahead with it and how I should make it more lighter. I want to make it a lighter experience.
You have done bars, Riddhi?
I have done.
Yeah.
Yes.
So can you, while getting your bars done, and everywhere you were implanted by your parents to be in a certain way, and this is how it is to be, वरना नहीं होगा, तुम्हारी life नहीं set होगी, फिर job नहीं मिलेगी, फिर बंदा नहीं मिलेगा, whatever. So it's a future progression that we are given a picture. And वो डरावना ही होता है, कोई अच्छा पिक्चर नहीं दिखाता है.
वो acceptable होता ही नहीं है.
नहीं, तुम अभी पढ़ाई नहीं कर रहे हो, जमादार बनोगे ना. कोई everything that we have taken from our parents, that हम जमादार ही बनने वाले हैं, उसके डर में नहीं ये नहीं बनना, चलो पढ़ लेते. There is no joy of पढ़ना, okay?
Yeah.
What is it that is not allowing you to make it more playful and pardon for that? All your fears of future, okay? Because all you're doing is projecting, okay? And a 7-year-old will not get it.
Exactly.
So all your future projections that you have, you just simply pardon for all the fear you have about future. What if you had no fear about future, and what if I tell you you can't go wrong? What if I tell you your child can't go wrong? What if you are never going to fail? Now it's a given. Now what you're going to choose? ना आपका बच्चा फेल होगा, ना वो गलत है, ना वो फेलियर बनेगा. अब आपने क्या चूज करना है उसके लिए, बताओ.
Just freedom enjoy करना है.
Exactly. Because we were not given that freedom. It is very difficult for us to even fathom कि उसको कैसे freedom देते हैं. Freedom पता ही नहीं है ना, तो देंगे कैसे? So you have to then ask a question that, okay, what is it that I'm missing out as an information here? What more can I do? How, what fun can I add to this? Because see, I'm not saying what you as a mother, you have any lesser concerns. Definitely you would have concerns, and that's okay. So how much, so first get your bars run, get your fixed points of view. Can you melt them down by getting your bars run? And then approach your child and say, hey, you know what? Let's play, it's like make it a playful thing. For that, you have to be the playful being. So that you could be the invitation for them to choose more of studying, more of whatever you want them to. Because see, point is, you've already decided there's too much competition, so I have to start now. If I don't, then he'll be lagging behind, and then he'll be left behind in the race. What if he does? Despite you doing this, he chooses not to be a part of that race. Now what you're going to do?
Correct. We need to accept it.
Not accept. Can you be in allowance of your child not being the winner? Can you be in allowance of your child being a loser? And I'm not saying he would be, but can you be just
at least
willing? So when you're not resisting and reacting to an outcome, you're not aligning and agreeing to an outcome. Now it is what it is, and the child gets more space to play. That okay, I can be this also, and I can be that also.
Then he can come in the choiceable place where he can
so he's not a failure. You have, as a mother, have been told that what he'll not do this, then he'll be a failure. If this, then this. You have to pardon for that as a reality, or do interesting point of view, or return it to sender, whichever tool works for you. And then simply ask, okay, how much fun can we add to his life now? And the whole thing being that if he is not this, if he's not that, now he's a being who has absolute choice which you were not given, and guess what, he's going to choose what's fun for him, and that when he starts doing, he'll make you proud.
So I should not worry about it now.
No, worry is the last thing. That's why we come to bars, so that we get over our worries and anxieties, right?
So ये सारी conditioning में, along with fear, it's actually a control mechanism, isn't it?
It is a control mechanism, and the child goes into defense mechanism.
Because you actually try and control people by developing fear, है ना?
Absolutely.
और ये conditioning बहुत deep rooted है.
So when you come onto the planet, no, you're told, rules and regulations, fear and guilt given to you in abundance. Okay, if you don't do this, then you'll be guilty of not doing this or doing whatever.
Parents, teachers, while you're growing up, do it excessively.
But that's what welcome to planet Earth. That's what is given here, right? When you're coming, हवा में से अभी उतर रहे हो, अभी तो एक सीड के जैसे हो, आए नहीं हो, तो मैं पता है, that's what I said. Regulations, rules and regulations. Welcome to guilt and anger and all the other beautiful emotions. This is a part of this reality. And welcome to abuse.
तो basically हमें ये सिखाया जा रहा है कि fear नहीं है तो हम कुछ करेंगे नहीं. Fear है तो only we are driven by fear.
Exactly. What if it could be a choice and not a fearful choice? That's all I'm saying. What if you could just simply not choose out of fear? That the worst come scenario is this, okay, let me choose then. Right? And all your fearful choices.
And when parents want to make you a trophy child, means basically it's their low self-esteem or their this thing that they're fulfilling.
What if we didn't have to judge them what it is for them? It could be whatever, because everyone is in a competition that I want to prove how, my product is better than yours.
So eventually it's not effective.
So their factory did not produce a good, It's a manufacturing defect if you didn't do well, right? And who
Understood.
manufactured? They. Oh my God, this is terrible, right?
So then there is no affection or compassion. It's actually
Affection and compassion comes when you start doing it for yourself, and it's just not about them, it's about you. It's always about you, and what access gives you is more of you to you. Where is it that you've defined and decided that no, you're not worth it? Because somebody did not receive you in totality, so you couldn't receive you in totality.
What if the same child, when they grow up like 12, 13-year-old, and then they say, okay, Mama, why you didn't made me study? Why you didn't do this? I was a kid, but you were mom. I mean, I faced this, that's why I'm sharing it.
Yeah.
No, you faced it because you said that to your parents? Or no, your child is saying that to
My
you?
kid is telling it to me, ki, Mama, I too was a kid now. Why you didn't, make
So
me study?
one thing you as a mother can say, I trusted you, my child.
Yeah, so
So it's not about, see, my son says that, you're not bothered. And I'm like, I trust you that you would grow and you will flourish. I don't have to be bothered. Because if I was bothered, I'm going to, A, my hair will fall apart. B, I'll be a cranky old woman nagging him to study. And that's not going to work. And what if I lay so much of trust in him that he has no choice but to perform so good? And if your child is saying that, okay, I was a child, you're like, yeah, I wanted you to be child. Can you still be a child all your life? Like, see, we have forgotten. Access is going to give you the child back in you that we killed long ago. Or we would ask that shut it down and close it. You're not supposed to be a child again. What if you could just be that invitation for your child and say, you know what, let's be a child all your life. I don't want you to grow up. And in n number of books or whatever is not going to get you that. You being you is the gift, and that's why I wanted you to be the gift all your life, all my life.
Right.
So, Kavita, just one last thing. How should I react with the approach? Like, see, he's just 7 years old.
React.
And
You just said react.
No.
I'm talking about action. No
No, 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 no.
reaction. Okay.
No, but like, he doesn't know, like, how he, there are few things which he has to do it and do way of perform, but they are into their so playing mood that they don't want to do it at all. And they don't know,
No, so
like,
one
how
thing
should I
they,
react with it?
so
Or
one thing
approach, yeah.
the kids that we're talking about, today's kids, they're big beings. Actually, kids in general, not today's kids are big beings in small bodies. It's our stupidity that we can't see the gift in them, that they know. How you have already concluded my child doesn't know. How much of a thing that you've implanted him that you don't know, I'll tell you what to know and what not to know. We were obviously we have been through that. That's why we got so frustrated. We got into access. What if you could just allow?
Run bars of our child.
Of course, you can run bars for your child.
Runs very nicely.
Overall, just do their bars and they will know what to do. They are aware kids. Today's kids are so aware. Riddhi, you just have to trust yourself that your child will pick up what the child is here for. So you just run their bars, you just allow them to be, and just be the invitation by being a question, not giving them conclusions.
Correct.
We are not giving them a question. So suppose he's choosing something which is going to be tough on him, or it's going to hit him.
Correct.
Either be an allowance of they falling, and then asking them, are you interested in making another choice? Okay, let them fall. We are afraid that we don't even want them to fall. So that's so much of a control, right? Let them fall. Hey, you know what? Let's choose something else. This wasn't a very great choice, right? It was not fun choice.
And it's really fun in doing this thing.
Let them feel. They're here to feel, fall, do everything. And what if falling is not a failure? You just let them be. And then if that is not possible, because I know as a mother, you'll be like, gir raha hai bacha, you won't be able to take it. So you want to be there for them. I get that. But you simply say that, you know what? Let's have choices which are lighter, or just give them a question. If you choose this, will this be light for you? And even if it's not light for you, you have to increase your allowance for your child, that he can choose something completely different, and he will never choose the way that you choose. And what's right about that, and how cool is that they're not making choices based on their parents' choices? So the whole thing is, what is the area in your life where you have decided that you have a problem that you cannot change? Everything that is, can you destroy and uncreate?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shall, poison, beyond. Because when you decide you have a problem, you have to look for the evidence to support that you have a problem. See, I told you this is a problem. My child is a problem child. Okay, whatever. Yeah, you have to look for justification to make your problem real and solid. But now when it is solid, खड़ा काटे की रोटी नहीं बनती है. When the clay is hard, you have to moisten it. You can't make anything out of it. Now they will give you more no's than no, as in no, 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 no. Not knowing, but no, 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 no. That there's a difference, right? So, for example, money. Money in your bank, you're going to judge it. You say, oh, that's a problem. Relationships, problem. Body not helping me, okay, problem. So you are so convinced that you have a problem, and that's unchangeable, and that is what makes it solid and real for you. So ask a question: what is this, and what can I do now? How can I change it? The 4 questions in Bar's manual. What is this? What can I do with this? Can I change it? If so, how can I change it? That's with your child. And then allow the awareness to come to you. Not like ek answer mil jaye, okay? You just so we are again fixated with the right answer as if it's going to make you a crorepati. But that's not going to do that. We're here to create a different reality with our child. Then you have to be willing to ask a different question. Be the different energy. So, yeah. And be willing to change. You first, are you willing to change your way of parenting, Riddhi? You want the child to change. And you want to tame the child. And child is not a wild animal that you have to tame them. So what fun could you have with the wilderness that the child has? And that itself will bring them to a reality of change. Yes. Yeah, Sriya, your hand is up.
Yeah, hi.
Thank you, Kavita.
My daughter is, 11 years now. But these days, kids, I think they're like, preteen is like much beyond the time what it
9.
used to.
It is around 9. I call people, it's like not teen, it's ein. Yeah.
Recently, what happened was, she was a part of her annual function at school. So she's pretty tall. She's like 5'5" already. She's in grade 6, but she's pretty tall now. So she was, participating with all 11th, 12th graders.
Okay.
So after 7 days, within that 7 days, so much of thing has happened in her mind that when she came back to home after the annual function was over, she said, Mama, there are so many things that I'm left out with. And I'm like, what is it? So she said, I don't have an Insta account. You are stopping me from doing this, that. There's so many things. I said, what is their age? So she said, they're all grown up. But see, I can understand their level of thinking. So why not me? In that case, I was like totally stuck that, what should I do to make her understand, that you are still way, your time will come. There's a lot of time to go. But, at this age, every now and then she's like, I'm feeling left out. I'm feeling left out just because she cannot put herself as hashtag something, Such a big thing these days.
Okay, if you as a mother are sure that you don't want her to be online with these Instagrams of the world, what else is possible, and what else have you are you not willing to change in your world? That okay, maybe she's already arrived and she's ready for it. So all your points of view about the social stuff that is going on, important of that. At the same time, ask a question that, hey, would you like to do something way different than what other people are doing? Maybe create a diary of Instagram, and whatever you want to put now, and after 2 years or 3 years, whatever you as a mother have a time period that I will allow her to go on to the online thing, you just ask her, do your hashtags now and pen it down and click, and then keep putting it up 2 years later or 3 years later, that this is what I was and this is what I would choose to be, and everything. It could be more creative.
That's
you just simply give her a creative idea that she'll be like, oh wow. And FOMO is the worst place to be. Like fear of missing out. I would like to be there. Like if you have 10 party invitations, where are you going to go? Maybe nowhere. Maybe just a place that you want to be with, where you are allowed to be you.
True.
Because then when she's on Insta, then again there'll be a FOMO. Oh, she's got 10,000 followers and I don't have.
That light is so much into their brain.
social media is all about FOMOs, okay? So everywhere you're buying into other people's FOMOs, can you destroy and uncreate it? That's what you need to give her. And what if you could do, run her bars and talk to her and give her the interesting points of view about what is the flip side of social media? Because, you know, we mothers are like controlling. We are like that. So I know we wouldn't let them have it easy.
Indian moms can't help it.
No. Even abroad, moms are moms. Yeah.
Okay, that's a great idea. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So ideas, I mean, that's what, allow your creativity to come out of the box
Yeah.
and be out of control, out of concentricities, out of linearity, out of form, structure, significance, out, you know, what else is possible form. So when you're out of all of these thought patterns, maybe either you will bring your allowance for she getting onto it earlier, or maybe she'll come to a consensus with you that, okay, I'll come after 2 years or a year or whatever that is. So, and how playful could you be, and create a deal and deliver for everything. Okay,
True.
what is it that you're not willing to have a deal and deliver? So even if it's for business,
What happens is we ourselves forget to ask questions, and then we put ourselves into a stuck up situation.
no problem. It's okay to forget, and that's absolutely okay. Where are you judging yourself that I've forgotten to ask questions? What if you could just simply, when you get reminded, oh, I have a tool, I can ask a question. And what question can I ask here is a beautiful question to ask when you begin with, because you may not get reminded of a question instantaneously, and that's okay. You don't have to still judge yourself. You don't have to go and because see, judgment is, we know how terrible we feel. It's a downward spiral, so you don't have to go into that. So you just simply ask for the assistance of the universe, which you are not willing to have. Okay, so what energy, space, consciousness, choice can you, your business, your relationship, your body, your health, wherever you're stuck, I don't know, and whatever is a problem could be, that would allow you to employ the universe for all eternity. Everything that doesn't allow you to employ the universe to work for you, can you destroy and uncreate that now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shows, boys and girls. The entire universe is there. And see, if you've already made your universe is only this much, then I really can't do much in that. Maybe you may get help from that also. But the entire universe, I don't care if an alien comes and does my work. I mean, I really don't care. But the only thing is, I'm asking the universe, however it may look like. But I am asking for a deal to be delivered, and the universe is going to deliver it to me. So where is it that you don't trust the universe? Pardon pock that. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Now all these people are sharing their questions or some doubts. Now,
Yeah.
being third party, just observer,
Yeah.
then the instinct says, okay, ये करना चाहिए, वो करना चाहिए, auto solution mode. Yeah, and then क्या simple problems में stuck हो जाते हैं. That realization I get. But when I am actually into some situation, I go into the same crap. No, then what is this all about?
So where have we pre-programmed ourselves, and all our auto response systems can we now destroy and uncreate, right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, bad, because ye pattern jo hai, maybe this pattern is not even yours, it doesn't belong to you either. Okay, what if you have picked it up from your mom, your dad, your bua, masi, whoever, the relatives, and or maybe your friend, your true best friend, and she gets stuck, and so you want to get stuck. So small problem, big problem. Problem is a problem, right? So for me, easy is difficult and difficult is easy. That is what I is applicable to me. So I learned how to cook Maggie at the age of 41, and I'm like thrilled that I learned it finally. Yeah. Otherwise, it would just get messed up. Maggie, if I can mess up, imagine what else could be there. So, but difficult things which are difficult for people are easy for me. So you have to ask, okay, where am I making this, the small little thing, a problem for me? Where have I become a problem solver in my life? Where is it that I've decided I have to deal and solve my problems? What will it take for me to go beyond my problems with total ease for all eternity? And all of life comes to me with ease, joy, glory, because even the problems will come to you with ease, joy, glory. You don't have to get stuck in your problems. Because, okay, and what do you love about being stuck? Period. फंसे रहने में क्या मजा आ रहा है? And ask a question for that. What do I love about being stuck in my reality? And how many future possibilities have I shut down that I'm not willing to open up also? Destroy and uncreate that. Okay, what future possibilities available here? What other choices are available here? And as Veera said that, we forget to ask a question. So enjoy the stuckness for some time. Now that you've done bars, you're like, oh, but there has to be somehow way out of this, and then ask a question, which is okay. Because you know what? We love drama somewhere. We just love it so much. We love to create question. That kind of thing. We love that energy. So to go beyond will take some time, and it's a muscle to build. You go to a gym, you don't build a muscle in a day. Some people build it in 3 months, some take 6 months, some take 9 months, some take 2 years, and that's okay. So where are you judging yourself that, oh my God, why am I not being able to change this right now? And why is not a great question to ask. You simply ask, okay, what can I do now? Who can I call? Who can I ask? Have your buddy people, okay? Like if you've done bars with somebody or somebody who knows little more about bars, call them up and simply ask, okay, what question can I ask you? Tell me. Instead of going down the rabbit hole, you just have to be present to yourself and ask, okay, who can I call now? Who can I ask now? Who will not judge me for what this silly thing is? I know it is silly. You also know that it's a silly thing that I'm stuck in. Yeah. So first of all your judgments of that. And then am I willing to have ease at all? And then you're like, yeah, actually I can have ease now. I'm done with the drama. That's where you get your awareness, and it's going to be easy. So, and also ask truth. Is this for now or the future? Do I need to get stuck in it right now? Or like, is it my priority? Or can I just leave it and then go to something else and then come back to this? You don't have to do everything right now, right? Yeah, that is what I would say for this. If it feels light, keep it. If this does not feel light, choose something else. That too is a choice. It's so easy. So everywhere you haven't been willing to function from, imagine what could you do if I know I couldn't fail. Will you destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, purple line, short, boys, me on. Because we've already defined and decided that we're going to fail. We are too good at failing, because, and then we convince ourselves, bacha gir ke bada hota hai, so it's okay to fail. In our head, we know that. Bacha can't straight away fly. That's not even possible, okay? So everywhere you haven't been willing to function from, imagine what I could do if I knew I couldn't fail. Will you now destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, purple line, short, boys, and beyonds. Yeah, something is shifting. You just yawned. Thank you. Yes. Any more questions? Because this is what I had, and there's a lot more that I can share because there are a lot of classes also coming up. So we have a class in Rajkot coming up. Okay, so Rajkot class with Foundation 6, we have the bars. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th is the foundation class in Rajkot. And then we have it in Ahmedabad around 21st of January. But anywhere else, if you would require to have a class, please let us know. And we have RD sir coming to Ahmedabad for a body class because I will be co-facilitating a body class with him. How does it get done that? 5th, 6th, 7th February currently. But it could just get shifted to the next weekend. So we're just contemplating the dates and all. But yeah, it's around February. So if you want to ask more questions, feel free to ask. If not, thank you so much. It was fun to be taking some action for future, which I just did and you contributed. And guess what? You get contributed to that. Everywhere you stuff with your choices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4 to that. And wherever you're now willing to change and choose at the count of 13, can we change it now? 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13. And yeah, any questions?
Oh, Kavita, thank you so much.
Thank you.
There are many people joined today from our team, and so many people asked questions.
That's so amazing because see, one thing I know, wherever you are, whichever city you are, just go get a session of bars. If not a session, just go learn the bars because bars is something that is going to change the way you look at things. The main thing is we are not being able to change our way of looking at things. And Shweta is a fantastic facilitator there in Navi Mumbai. So just go. What's stopping you from doing that? You know, you will just empower yourself so much that you will be there empowering other people in the times of distress. And guess what? We need there a lot of people doing this, because there is a lot of stress and depression around. If you want yourself to be afloat, guess what? First, bring yourself up and empower you. Then, pehle mask khud pehne, phir dusre ko pehnaye, is all I would say. The mask that you're going to get is access bars, which is going to change your entire way of looking at things. And then I challenge depression, that depression cannot be around. You will only have an impression of you, which is beautiful, valuable, and phenomenal. That's play of words. I like it. And thank you for listening to me. Yeah.
We always love to.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, be the impression that you would like to have of you. Bars can change it. I've changed mine over the period of last 8 years. And you don't need 8 years to change it, is what I would say. You can change it now, and it can be like this for you. Just because I made Maggie at 41 doesn't mean others do that. Today, kids can make Maggie, right? So you can change it, yeah, jaldi also. So, right. Cool. That's what I had to say. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. And we have classes coming up. We have classes in Rajkot. We have classes in Ahmedabad. If you would like to get in touch, my name is Radhika. I work with Kavita Kapoor Khalsa, and I'm going to write down my number over here.
And also, if you want, we can create a class in Navi Mumbai. I've heard Navi Mumbai is very beautiful compared to main Mumbai, right? More greenery there, more open spaces. What will it take for us to create a beautiful class there?
Yes.
Can you create a class for running your own bars?
We can create a swap for that, but
workshop or something like that.
You want to just get your bars run? We can do a swap on that. So, and Bombay people, get in touch with Shweta. Delhi, there are many others. There's Radhika, there's Malini, that's Anu. Have you become a facilitator? Depends. We can tell you who's where, and just go choose. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Happy New Year for the future. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah,
thank you, Kavita. You're just like awesome, man.
Thank you so much, Radhika, for being there. So wherever you are, like ghar pe ho, bahar ho, just have fun. That's it. Commit to yourself that I'm going to have fun no matter what. Just go all out.
Thank you so much, Kavita.
Thank you.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thank you.